I haven't listened to it.
You don't have to listen to it. Don't listen to it now. I think copyright. But so welcome back to another episode. It's gonna be a good one. We're gonna do a lot of chatting and all that good shit. Fellas, y'all want to go and say something before we get started?
Like Call of Duty, you on some bullshit.
No
Back in the
bullshit.
day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I still wish I was a kid again.
Yeah. I don't really got too much to say. I'm about to get caught. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm about to sit down on this floor because my back hurt like a motherfucker.
All right, Fancy.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
First things first, man. Bottles. I'm gonna just take me a little swig of water. All that good shit.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'm gonna do.
he got my camera on. My shit just. I'm gonna drink my little water.
Hey. He black as shit.
Hey.
My bad.
I still can't see SB. We've been doing this shit for a minute, and I've never been able to see SB on this damn camera.
I don't know if that's a black joke or a connection joke.
No, I'm just serious, like it don't never show the nigga video.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, damn.
Oh, you were serious?
Yeah, he been saying that shit for a minute. He can't never see me on screen.
Oh, shit.
I see it when I pull up like YouTube and I'm watching it while we streaming, but as we doing the live, I can't see that shit.
So what's your banter, bro? What you got, man?
And so firstly, foremost, I like both of they. I like both of they little shits. Like,
for context, we talking about the Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Yeah. So I enjoy both their. I was waiting for the shit to end, but I enjoy both of their shits. Kendrick, honestly, I feel like both of them was low key mid though. Like, and what I mean by that, for one,
the same thing.
Like Kendrick said, his shit, but it really, like I said, really want all that. And then Cole said his shit. I feel like Cole's flow was dope, but the thing about what made Cole's shit mid was that fact that the nigga was kind of lying. Like we all know Kendrick. We know Kendrick's shit is not whack. You know what I'm saying? We know Kendrick is one of them. Like, arguably, you can, depending on who your preference is, Kendrick and Cole are irreplaceable. You know what I mean? I look at Kendrick and Cole like how we do the Michael Jordan and Kobe and LeBron debate, right? And I say that for like Michael Jordan and Kobe, especially the same player. Like, they're the same player, but they got their differences. So it's about purpose. And then LeBron got the longevity, and you can arguably interchange him with the top, and that's Drake. Drake got longevity. The nigga diverse. Like, I feel like that's probably like the best comparison. But the whole the apologizing shit, I look at it like okay, from a friendly competition, like lyric wise, I was like, that's kind of I'm not feeling that. Like, let the lyrics flow. Like, as long as y'all niggas keep that shit within the booth and y'all just dropping good content, cool. But I also look at this shit like I'm not like most of these niggas out here that's like, man, that shit was a weak ass move, blah 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 blah. Like, I get it. It's like us, right? Let's say one of us we all flowing or whatever the fuck the case, whatever our differences. And I'm like, man, that nigga SB trash on the sticks. Like, that nigga can't play Call of Duty, then he can't play Madden, then he can't play nothing. But we know that nigga really like that on the game. And it's like, and I say that shit like on one of my streams, and then I'm like, nah, shit, that was kind of fucked up, bro. I shouldn't have said that, bro, like that, like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because that's my nigga. Like, bro, I ain't even meaning no context like that. So that's why I feel like the whole with the apology shit, like, to me, the shit really, it's not even really that deep. Like, if the nigga apologized to his boy, like, bro, my bad, bro. Like, I ain't even mean the shit on your catalog like that, bro. Like, I'm some real shit. Like, I'm some real G shit, bro. Like, and that shit really low key fuck with me. Like,
I think that's what people missing though, because I think like when they heard the apology situation, they just like, nah, the nigga apologizing, nigga. This, and to a degree, I understand because like, I was brought up on the music, when that's why I fucked your bitch.
Yeah,
all that good shit. So like when I hear shit, like when I hear rap beef,
that's real beef though. That's like these niggas really died over that.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm
really
saying.
Died over shit like that.
It's a difference between beef and friendly competition, and the truth be told, like, I don't consider what J. Cole, Drake, and K-Dot got going on as a beef. I think this is just friendly competition because even the shit that's being said is respectful and is within constraints of music. And like, I was I was talking to my
Kendrick
boys and
and
shit.
I think Kendrick and Drake is a beef. But go ahead.
Huh?
Drake ain't nobody to beef with. Drake.
I think Kendrick and Drake is a beef only because this. If you go back, bro, this shit been going on for like 10 years where Kendrick been sending his shot.
But
The hell go.
but you also got to remember Kendrick has been sending shots at everybody. Like it's not even just a directive shot. It's the shit that K Dot really do is like he's been doing the shit since he's been in the game, and people been saying him, Drake, and J. Cole are pretty much interchangeable since they pretty much blew up together. And and to a degree, Kendrick has always been saying like y'all niggas ain't fucking with me like with respect to music. Like I fuck with y'all music, I fuck with y'all catalog, but nigga, it's only one me. And he's been saying the same shit in different ways on different beats every single time he came out with a hard verse. And it's like, nigga, I expect that from Kendrick. I don't expect that kind of shit from Cole because Cole never been the type of nigga to be like, I'm gonna go ball for ball with a nigga.
No, not necessarily. Cole being on that
I know
shit
he
too.
can. I know he
Cole,
can, but it's not.
Cole's
That's not what I see.
Cole's been on that shit. Like he says his shit is low key kind of subtle and humble, but he be on some shit like, nigga, I'm the best from doing this shit. Like he say that shit.
Yeah, everybody says it.
He shout you out in the song. He be like, yo, I got love for you. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, but nigga, I'm number one.
Well, I'm him.
But
I'm him.
That's different than what K Dot say, because K Dot don't give a fuck about all that respectful shit. He gonna just say, nigga, I'm him. Like, nigga, fuck that big three. Nigga, it's just big me.
Not so much in the music, but
he's big me.
No, not so much in the music, but the nigga will drop some shit like that, and then they'll go interview him and be like, K Dot, K Dot be like, nah, man, I fuck with them dudes. Like this,
that's
like,
what I said. It's not a beef.
But Cole do this shit in his lyrics.
Yeah.
So Kendrick will do it in an interview, but Cole will do it with his lyrics. Like Cole be like, I'm better than all y'all niggas. I fuck with y'all niggas, but I'm better than all y'all niggas.
Right. But that's why I said, like, within context, it's like I can't really be like, I really expect J. Cole to be on some K Dot shit, which I'm agreeing. I'm not disagreeing with y'all at all, because I know all these niggas throw shot in their music. Even Drake did that shit in the album with the Her Loss album with 21 Savage. And 21 dead ass told him like, we not doing no collaboration if you can't talk some shit. Which that shit's a part of the game. But we talking about K Dot, we talking about J. Cole and Drake. These niggas are not battle rappers. These niggas are not beef rappers. These niggas are like hit makers. They're poets. They're artists. Like these niggas like just make music.
Lyrics, musicians.
Yeah, these are lyricists. Like Kendrick can be on some rah shit because that's been his tone since he came in. J. Cole is capable of being on that shit, but he's the physiological nigga. Drake is the nigga that's kind of like the queen of all, or the jack of all trade. I ain't gonna say queen, that's disrespectful, but the jack of all trade. Like he gonna jump in the pop, he gonna jump in the R&B, he gonna jump in the hip hop and rap, but he'll floor it out and try to touch on some country or blues and shit. Just throw it in there. And he don't even did a whole album of house music. So like that's just what Drake is. Just like Eli said, like he like LeBron, bro. But when it comes down to like bar for bar, bro, I'm not really upset that Cole did anything. Like they got this shit trending right now where they talking about like since Cole out the big three, who gonna put in their future? Like I'm like, no. Come on now.
Cole's not going to disrespect the Cole, but no, it's not. I mean, future, but no. Like, and let's not get it twisted though. That mixtape was fire.
Yeah,
mixtape was fire. The diss track was fire. But like I said, if you will, because it's like I'm a Kendrick fan as well though. I prefer like, and that's why I say I use the comparison with the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Like, I feel like Jordan's the greatest, but Kobe's my GOAT. I feel like Kendrick probably is the best out of that, but Kendrick's my guy. I mean, Cole's my guy. But that's why I said when I heard Cole's diss, I'm like, he was spitting, but then I was like, I can't really agree with you on the whole like the nigga trash or the nigga album's trash or he's not relevant or he only got a hot shit every random blue moon. I was like, I can't really fuck with that, but I get you just talking your shit.
No, because that's not an invalid point.
He's not wrong on the you gotta like no, it's a stretch. You got one verse every 30 months. I said he's not wrong. Like it's a stretch by saying you only drop one hot verse every 30 months. But Kendrick could drop some shit and then get ghost.
But you know what's crazy though? You know how long Damn was a relevant album? Damn was a relevant album for like 3 years. Like 3 years straight. Like that nigga shit was very much relevant. And then after that 3 years, he did some little hiatus with his kids or whatever the case was. Like the nigga basically retired. So I guess so that might have been the only thing where it's like they didn't drop some shit every blue moon, but the one with the whole catalog, like your first shit was this and this and that. I'm like, shit, low key, all of Kendrick's projects been kind of fire, bro.
Your last
Like-
shit was tragic. Your second
the third
shit
one
was massive. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime.
that was damn.
Yep. First
Damn
is
was
Good
the
Kid, Mad City. First is Good Kid, Mad City. Second is To Pimp a Butterfly. Third is Damn.
And
fourth,
all three of those was hits, low key. Like
fourth was
Wait. Go back. What y'all say?
Mr. Morales. Wasn't it
the
Mr.
second,
Morales?
I agree with the second one. The second one was really like blown up out of bullshit.
Oh, one was Untitled. That I don't know if that was a mixtape.
That was
That's
four. I thought that was 4.
Untitled was a mixtape. Oh no, Untitled was
the 5th album.
Yeah.
No. So no, it's
I think Untitled was like
Good
an
Kid,
EP.
Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City one.
No.
To Pimp a Butterfly was 2.
No.
You taking Section 80 as one?
Overly Dedicated was 1. Section 80 was 2. Good
Overly
Kid, Mad
Dedicated
City
was
was
a mix.
3. Good Kid, Mad City was 3. To Pimp a Butterfly was 4.
Untitled was 4, yeah, and Damn was
Untitled
5.
was 5.
No, this shit say 4.
No. Can y'all see?
I'm looking at like 3 different websites right now. That a lot of them saying that.
I'm
Untitled was 4.
I'm on his actual like albums.
So
Yeah.
what does it say again? Give the list again.
Overly Dedicated is 1. That came out in 2010.
That's a classic.
Section 80 was 2011. That was 2.
That didn't put niggas to sleep.
I thought those were mixtapes, but go ahead, keep going.
I think they
Section
were
80.
I could have sworn they was originally mixtapes.
I mean,
They were because Good Kid, Mad City was originally his first EP.
His
Hey,
debut
so
album.
look, check this out though, Mike. So Untitled was the 4th one because Section 80 was 2011, Good Kid, Mad City 2012, To Pimp a Butterfly 2015, Untitled was 2016, and Damn was 2017.
Yeah,
Mr.
but you
Morale,
missed the Overly Dedicated.
that's that's not classified as an album.
That's a mix. That should be a mixtape.
It's a mixtape. That's a
I don't know
mixtape.
why I heard that.
I thought they was counting Section 80 as a mixtape.
I think that is too.
No, it's
I
counted as a actual project, so it's an album.
You also got to remember mixtapes got
Either way
redropped.
it goes, my point. Either way it goes, Kendrick got a catalog and he got heat. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't say, and I wouldn't say he no different than any like as far as like maybe we didn't like Damn. I know we can listen. I know Damn we listen to that motherfucker from beginning to the end. I know To Pimp a Butterfly I can listen to that motherfucker from beginning to the end. I know Good Kid, Mad City I can listen from the beginning to the end. I know Untitled I can listen to a lot more songs on Untitled than I couldn't listen to. Like my point is like the nigga got but again like I said I'm kind of biased because no matter what code drop I'm fucking with it.
So the reason like I liked what he said was because like To Pimp a Butterfly, right? That's not something that I'd get in the car and just be like, I need to listen to Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
Granted, it's a classic album, but it's not like if I'm about to take a drive, I'm about to listen to Pimp a but I'm also biased. I'm a J. Cole fan. I'm gonna listen to J. Cole's whole catalog on a.
I was about to say I'm listening to Forest Hill Drive, bro.
Yeah, I'm listening to Forest Hill Drive. Like I'm listening to J. Cole's whole catalog.
So if you think about it, Forest Hill Drive and Damn was literally probably on the same wavelength because granted, Forest Hill Drive he had no features, and that shit was number 1 for like 2-3 years.
That motherfucker was and went what
The top 100 for 2 or 3 years. Huh?
It's like what double, triple platinum now, ain't it?
Yeah,
Something like that. Maybe the diamond.
But it's damn near diamond, but I think it's double platinum right now.
But I think Damn is on that same level.
It is
On the same path.
It's
on Damn is on the same path.
I think that one double platinum too in the AA. So yeah.
Which proves our point. Is like I said, they're interchangeable. So that's like them niggas is basically on the same type wave. Like both of them on some conscious type shit. Both of them on some like not too many motherfuckers. Like especially with the new generation today, they're not going to want to hear Cole and Kendrick on a shuffle.
You know,
like because of
I kind of made this. I threw an idea out, right? I thought to myself, excuse me, by the way. I thought to myself, man, this shit it sounds too friendly. Like the whole beef itself sounds too friendly. It's like I'm throwing jabs at this person, and this time around it feels a little different. It feels like what's going to happen is these motherfuckers going to come out with a mean ass secretive project that's just going to pop up out of nowhere. Yeah,
old That's something that was supposed to happen years ago. They was talking about that.
But my thing is, nigga, if I get a Cole and K Dot album together, nigga, I don't fuck
That's
Drake. I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna listen to that shit for like 3 years consecutively, bro. I don't give a fuck how good or bad the songs is, bro.
I'm gonna re-listen to it until that motherfucker hot to me.
I'm gonna know every one of them 16 songs word for word, and it's gonna be 16. And I don't give a fuck about it. And I'm gonna put it out there, bro. I really don't give a fuck about Drake putting out no disc, cause like his last 2-3 discs, like he got cooked by Pusha T for one, and then he went and fought with Meek Mill, and he did that. What was the first one he did against Meek Mill? The Charged Up.
No, it was Charged Up.
Charged Up. Then back.
He dropped back to back like a day or two later.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like to be honest with you, bro, they just sounded like hit records. Like Charged Up was like one of the records was like, I fuck with it, but it ain't really talking about shit. Meek Mill dropped his shit, and then back to back came out as like back to back. And I'm like, now they playing bitch in the club.
I don't take that shit like because he went and recruited people.
Yeah. That Pusha T shit was some whole shit.
He was definitely a little Pusha T though, because Pusha T a battle rapper for real though.
Yeah, like, Pusha started like pushing at his ass.
Yeah, for real. But and that's why I was like that. Like to me, I just feel like it was some whole shit. Like that's some shit that they probably had a discussion or conversation about, and you just put that shit in the song.
Yeah, but my thing is, bro, it's certain niggas that Drake know not to beef with. That's why I think he ain't got into that shit with K.W. yet. Because the way Drake rap, bro, it's just that's like throwing Eminem in a ringer with maybe Lil Tecca or some shit like that, and saying go battle rap that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not to say Drake is on the level of Lil Tecca, but you got to get niggas to write for him. Drake ain't that kind of nigga, bro. He ain't no.
It's like saying throwing Eminem in the ring with Nick Cannon. You see how that went.
And Nick Cannon to beat that man ass though. He might not be able to go bar for bar, but he'll beat that man ass face to face.
He go bar for bar, but
they can go hand to hand.
The nigga Nick Cannon be on some shit, boy.
Nigga said we got the same back tattoo. That was disrespectful.
Facts. But I'm gonna change gears a little bit. So let's talk NBA. Last time we talked about basketball, bro. I think we talked about like our projections of like who would make D run in the playoffs.
We all lost.
And not really. Yeah, I see some surprises though.
Yeah.
So the Magic right now, the number 3 seed in the East at 46-32. The Celtics number 1, 62-16. Bucks 47-31. The number 2 spot. Knicks 4th. Cavs 5th. Pacers 6th. The Sixers and the Heat 7-8. Right now, for the play-in for the Eastern Conference, it look like Atlanta Hawks, the Chicago Bulls, the Heat, and the 76ers gonna be playing for spots.
Joel came back, right?
Who?
Yes.
Joel came back, right?
Yeah. He back. He just dropped.
Look at the juice.
I think he had like a 20-point double-double, damn near triple-double the other night.
They almost lost.
And then Tyrese Maxey dropped 51.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta talk about because stop sleeping. I keep telling y'all, Tyrese Maxey is going to be a top 5 point guard in the next 3 years.
I've been saying that's one of my predictions that I'm still standing by. I've been saying at the beginning of the season that Philadelphia was going to do something. I ain't say they was going to take it all the way. They're going to do something. In addition with Buddy Hield and watch Joel Embiid come back, bro.
I'm here to tell you, bro. The Sixers will probably go at best to the second round, but if they got to meet the Celtics or the Bucks, they're gonna lose.
Well, I mean, that's
I wouldn't say that about the Bucks.
The Bucks can be beat by anybody, but if Dame steps up in the playoffs, but they not beating the Celtics. I'm telling you that 100%.
Yeah, the Celtics. I feel like that's gonna be a sweep. The Bucks. That's gonna go 7 games.
Out west. The same three teams up top. So you got the Timberwolves at 1, the Nuggets at 2, both of them at 54 and 24. So they tie for first, and you got the Thunder at 53 and 25. They're basically gonna be second or third regardless. Then you got the Clippers at 50 and 28. Mavericks, they just turned around the fucking season. I don't know what the fuck they started doing. The Suns surprisingly at number 6. You got the Pelicans, the Kings, the Lakers, and Warriors are all in play-in right now. So, as far as y'all what y'all thinking now, man?
Well, I'm staying.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm staying loyal. I'm staying loyal. The way we've been playing some good basketball, especially after the break. I think they're starting to kind of figure it out a little bit, so I'm staying loyal. Now coming out,
it's about the Lakers, right?
like I said, the only team, honestly, Lakers. My bad for context. The only team that really scares me, like in the no shit 7-game series, is motherfucking Denver. But like any other team, we can play with them. 7 games. We can play with them.
I don't agree.
As long as we stay healthy.
In the West?
I don't
West?
agree.
I mean, that's cool. That's the same. Denver's the only one that really scared me. Like outside of that, like we've beaten OKC plenty of times this season.
OKC's just
I don't think Minnesota can beat us 7 games in a row. The Clippers, it'll go to 7. It can go to 7. Phoenix, and like I said, it's really just Denver. Denver's the only one that because they really. I don't think we beat them not once this whole fucking season. I don't think we have beat Denver since they whooped that. I think we are literally 0-10 with Denver right now, and that's including the last year's conference finals.
0-11 against the Kings.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this is what I say. This what I say. The teams that the Lakers gonna have to worry about is the Pelicans. They're gonna have to worry about the Clippers, even though they've beaten the Clippers, I think 3 out of 4 times. And they definitely have to worry about the Timberwolves because when Karl Anthony Towns come back and they can push Rudy Gobert back to
Is he coming back this season?
Yeah,
I thought he was out for.
Nah, he coming back. He gonna be back either mid first round, like by 2nd or 3rd game first round, or a little bit before the playoffs. But
well, if that's the case, then anybody got to fear them because that's Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns together. And then Anthony Edwards, like
it's dangerous.
But even with that, and realistically speaking, yeah, let's say he comes back, you still got to come back and get your footing back right.
It's true.
But you got to get. But the one thing you ain't got to worry about that with Karl Anthony Towns, bro, is because right now he's like kind of in the prime of like what his game is gonna be. I think he's right now at his career high in field goal percentage and 3-point percentage at 46 and 43. And for a big man at 7 foot tall, bro, even if he had a little rust in the system, bro, what niggas playing the 4 are really gonna be able to hold him outside of Giannis, who's actually in the East Coast?
Quick update. Yeah. So I just looked it up on Karl Anthony Towns. He remains out for Tuesday's matchup against the Wizards, but he has been cleared for full contact 5-on-5 basketball activities in the
playoffs.
Yeah. So then it gives him plenty of time to get his foot up under him.
Mm-hmm.
But I said that's my only thing about Cat, that him, because he's again, like say, a 7-footer, sure the nigga about 280 pounds, between 300 and that conditioning. But I say shit, if he starts playing next week, he'll get some conditioning and shit. That makes some niggas scary too.
Now the only reason I wouldn't say the Lakers need to fear the Kings is because the Kings truthfully aren't much to fear in the playoffs. I don't think the record of 0-11 or 0-10, whatever the record is against them during the regular season, really should count towards the playoffs, because you got to remember, like LeBron James and Anthony Davis,
playoff basketball is different.
They play at a completely different level. And
D'Angelo Russell is balling, bro.
Balling.
D'Lo is balling, but his problem is he starts. But
he does
playoff basketball. Back end. Playoff basketball, like you said, it's playoff basketball.
Yes, when the lights come on.
I like D'Lo, but I said it. Somebody was asking me. I was like, D'Lo is hooping, but he has a tendency to he'll be hooping like this, and you be like, oh shit, going into the playoffs we look good, and he just be like
nothing.
That's why we go. That's why we need to go ahead. We need to go ahead and take place.
I remember what happened last year.
Yeah, I know.
The only team, the team I'm worried about in the playoffs though, there's 2 teams. So I'm worried about the Warriors, and I'm actually worried about the Hawks. I haven't really seen. I'm worried about the Bulls too, to be honest. But I haven't seen enough for any one of them 3 teams to where I'm like, they got a chance in giving it. Everybody said they don't want to bet against Curry, but I'm not betting against Curry. I'm betting against Clay and Dre because I can't.
This their last season. I don't see them going on. I don't see them going on. I don't think they're gonna make the play.
I got Draymond retiring after this season.
I don't think he's gonna retire, but I think he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get moved. He's gonna get moved for sure.
Draymond's probably gonna go. Draymond might even go to Atlanta while he bullshit. But
if you watch this podcast, he's already said I've done everything I wanted to do. I became world champion. There's nothing else for me to succeed.
I don't think he wants to do it.
And Clay,
but I do think Clay
drop off.
I think Clay gonna see it. Clay what?
Clay had one of the biggest drop offs ever to me.
This shit
like at one point you. Huh?
I still think he got bought.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
just
think he still
saying.
got basketball left though.
You do. You got a lot of
He
basketball.
I
just
think if
he
with
got
the
to get
right
over
with
that
the right
injury.
system, with the right system, I think he's gonna be all right. And like I said, I love the hell I love the hell in LA. Honestly,
The
Who,
crazy thing,
Clay?
yeah.
hell yeah.
Honestly, if the Lakers get Clay with what they already have now, bro, the Lakers will probably be unbeatable because LeBron's gonna pass them the ball. All Klay Thompson needs is confidence. If Klay Thompson
Yeah.
has confidence, bro,
Yeah.
It's over.
the nigga is a shooter, bro. Shooters shoot. Shooters don't miss. Shooters don't lose their touch. Shooters don't lose that backspin. They don't
Yeah.
lose that soft little hit on the back of the rim, bro. If that
It's
nigga
that
start hitting
confidence,
that,
like you said.
if he start getting that line right in his palm and he start letting that bitch
Yeah.
go, it's over.
But we see, and that's definitely one thing about Brown that I'm always I never can take from him. That nigga knows how to make people around him better. So
Yeah.
again, like you said, you got a motherfucker like Clay and a motherfucker like LeBron with his IQ. Then you got a motherfucker like AD down there. Depending on, I like D'Lo, but I still think we can move on and get somebody better. I feel like we
Definitely
can get
can.
a better fit. But shit, man, it's we need to make something happen this offseason because we damn sure didn't do nothing last offseason. I don't know how deep we can go into the playoffs, but I definitely I'm not counting us out yet. And like I said, to me, outside of if Minnesota get their feet in right, the only team right now is Denver that scares me, and it's 7 games straight.
Yeah.
But if Minnesota can figure it out, hey, you talking about a motherfucker like.
But let's go here then. Let's change direction. So let's talk about the top 4 seeds in both conferences. Let's do the top 4 teams or top 3 teams in both conferences. Not even by record, but by what we have. So I would say, even though the Magic are the number 3 seed, the Knicks are the number 4 seed. I still like to consider the 76ers, the Bucks, and the Celtics as the top 3 teams out east, and those right now are the teams to beat. What do y'all stand with those teams right now?
You said 76 Bucks and Celtics?
You got the 76ers, the Bucks, and the Celtics right now. And we can throw the Knicks in there because the Knicks have actually been playing behind Bronson like tremendously. I give them that.
Philly out for the rest of the season?
Even who?
Is Randall out for the rest of the season? I know he got hurt.
He is.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Let me verify, but I want to say he is.
Jalen Brunson was stepping up though.
The Knicks, they announced it on April 4th. The Knicks announced Thursday that Randall will undergo season-ending right shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
Long-term implications for the Knicks after Julius Randle.
I think if the Knicks do make it, they won't come out the first round. That's solely just not having enough weapons.
I mean, they're gonna make the playoffs. They just ain't gonna.
No, I'm saying they're gonna make the playoffs.
They're not gonna make first round.
They won't make it out the first round, and that's just solely off. I'm not saying they only got one score, but we all know who we really need to lock up.
And looking at it, bro, like the 3 seed plays a 6 seed, the 4 seed plays a 5 seed. If they play in the Cavs, bro, they're not beating. Evan Mobley, Allen. I'm gonna say Josh Allen. Jared Allen. You got fucking Donovan Mitchell. You got Darius Garland hooping. You got Okoro. Like them boys fucking play ball, bro. So I don't know.
9 times out of 10, if they gotta play the Cavs, Isaac Okoro's probably gonna be.
He's gonna be the key player. He's gonna be the key to that series.
Yeah, he's gonna be that defender.
Yeah. So I will say for the Bucks, 76ers. I know Eli has he riding on them, and I don't blame him. But my issue with the 76ers is they keep going with the same policies, and that policy isn't working. And there's only so much you can require to Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey when you have so many other players around them that it's almost like they get caught looking instead of playing ball sometimes. And you can actually see it when you play the game. And for some of those guys, it's a lot of unexperienced guys when it comes to postseason play. You already playing 82 games out the season, so now you're finna add on an additional they got 3-4 rounds. So we talking at another 32 to 42 games roughly, almost in the playoffs, depending on how far each series goes. And a lot of those guys are gonna be fatigued. Some of those guys don't have that experience, so they don't know how bright those lights get in the playoffs moments. They don't know how heavy the crowds get. They don't understand the pressures and all that shit. So a lot of that shit is gonna play a part with the 76, and I think that's pretty much why I'm kind of where I am with it. Because even dating back to Ben Simmons, when Ben Simmons played in Philly and he had that kerfuffle with not taking a layup because he didn't want to go to the free throw line, that was pretty much their window. If they didn't make it by then, it sets them back about 5 or 6 years.
I think we talk about D'Lo not being good on the lights. I hear what you're saying about like
Joel Embiid ain't either.
He just honestly, we ain't. It's not that he ain't been good on the lights. The nigga just not. He's not durable enough under the lights. I think it's his talent.
If Tobias Harris was more aggressive, he would take a lot of the load off of what Joel and Tyrese have.
Which is why I think Joel being hurt
on whoever's in front of him.
That's why Joel getting hurt was kind of a blessing in disguise because, one, if Joel didn't get hurt and then the addition of Buddy Hield would have happened, I still felt like they would have won a decent amount of games. But with Joel going down, you got to actually have other people step up and got to figure other people out. I feel like you can still fit Joel back in there. I just feel like the game plan is feed that nigga the ball.
But there's a problem with it though, right? Who is the one team that we always worry about in the fucking playoffs in the East Coast? Miami. Right now, if we were to go into play in contention right now, they play Miami.
First?
They would be playing them first. It's 7-8 versus 9-10. There's a chance that they could get bounced. Because I think the 7 seed has to play twice.
Okay, I forgot Jimmy Butler.
I feel like if they were to play Miami right now in 7-game series, they wouldn't win. It would be 4-2.
It's not even gonna be a 4-game series. The play-in is 1 game, 2 for the top 2 seeds. So the 7 and 8 seed.
That's just playing.
Yeah, the play-in is literally 2 games for the 7 and 8 seed, and it's 1 game for the 9 and 10 seed. So whoever wins out of the 9 and 10, the loser is pretty much out of the playoffs. Whoever loses out of 7 and 8 has to play 1 more game against the number 10 seed, and the winner of that game would be the one to go in. So, like the way I'm viewing it right now is if the way Adebayo is playing, truth be told, I don't care how good Joel Embiid plays because he's not gonna be able to do it by himself. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, the Martin twin, Bam Adebayo, Kevin Love, all these guys, they're throwing at people left and right. And to be honest with you, even in age, them motherfuckers are moving, and you can't do shit about it.
Historically, yes, you have a point. Like history shows what Miami does in the playoffs, and I get that. Even though it's kind of hard to refute that. But like I'm saying, I don't know, bro. It's just something. There's something about, again, I see the consistent story. Joel getting hurt, but it's just, I don't know. It's just something about. I don't think if they played right now, Miami and Philadelphia play right now, I give the edge to Miami. I mean, Philadelphia. Okay. Again.
So how I see it is, it's still a win-win situation because even if they lose to Miami, they still have another opportunity to win a game. So if they do lose, let's just say they lose to Miami right now, they play either the Bulls or the Hawks. Neither one of those fucking teams are beating the fucking 76ers. The problem is now you're looking at the 76ers playing against the Celtics in the first round.
Yeah, that's where the shit get dicey.
Yeah, so it's like, do you want to play the Celtics or do you want to play the Bucks? And if you're smart, you want to play the fucking Bucks.
Yeah.
That's going to be your best chance. Your best chance. And mainly because we know who Dame is. But
they match up pretty decently though.
Yes and no, because you got Dame, you got Chris Middleton, you got Grayson Allen, who is shooting I'm talking about shooting birds from 300 meters. You got Giannis, and you got Brook Lopez, then you got Bobby Portis coming off the bench. Like the team is stacked, and these niggas play physical. So like, you can talk about the 76ers, but like now you got to think like how much of a load are we gonna really put on Joel? Because you got to remember in the playoffs they're gonna run him into the fucking ground. So Joel might not play a full 48 minutes, but he damn sure might play 46.
Joel just took a break, man. George just took a vacation, man. He better come back and play some basketball. That injury wasn't real.
But I'm saying though, like still in the playoff run like that, would you really want to take him out of the game against either one of those two top teams?
Nah.
Real faith. Boys, he just took a vacation.
I'm keeping it a buck. Like that's my biggest point of contention with the 76ers. Like right now, like I can easily say like they got a chance, but if they play the Celtics, bro, I'm not giving them a chance to win. I'm saying that's an easy 4-1 sweep.
To answer your original question, so I do got faith in Philadelphia, yeah, but if in my opinion, it's Boston's to lose the East. It's Boston's to lose the East right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then in the West,
not right now. Overall, if Boston don't make it to the finals this year, that's on them.
Yeah, that's what you mean. That's what he said.
It's theirs to lose. Like they should be going to the finals this year. Like they got way too much. They was able to fit it together. I mean, they've been making it work all season. God forbid, knock on wood, anybody get injured. That's the only thing that can see them really stopping them right now. So it's Boston's to lose, and then in the West, it's the reigning champions to lose. I mean, I hear it, I get it. We got all these great teams, but there's a lot of inexperience as far as when the big light come on a lot of them teams. Outside of Denver, and of course, like I said, we got the Lakers and the Clippers and all the other people that do have some type of playoff experience. It's Denver's to lose out of the West. I don't know. I just again OKC, Minnesota. On paper, yes, and they are them. But I feel like that inexperience is again. It's just we seen it, bro. We seen how the shit plays out, bro. Playoff basketball just looks different. It just looks real different.
It's faster, more physical.
I'll say it's quicker, it's more physical. It takes
more strategy.
A little different, a little more difficult. Like it's
different thing.
Yeah. So I guess since you went out west, we're going to talk west. There's a couple points I want to touch on with the west. The Los Angeles Clippers right now. Yesterday we seen Paul George actually make the game-winning shot in overtime. I think they won by 2 points. Right now they're the best constructed team when it comes to universal play to beat anybody in the playoffs. But how far do y'all really think they can go, the Clippers?
It depends on if they do that bullshit load management shit.
I don't think that's an issue for them this year.
Paul George is kind of like D'Lo to me. He's dope during the season. Playoff time he's not him. Kawhi is too. I mean, he's been consistent, but he's like Joel of the West right now. Like it's the nigga. You just gotta be. He might get hurt, or he probably gonna do some load management. James Harden is never. And this is your fucking point, SB. Like James Harden never really proved himself yet. Like I think he made it to the Western Conference Finals when it was with Houston. And they got beat by the Warriors. And he ain't proven.
7 threes with a lead.
And then honestly, I think
they turnovers in the game.
And they're too small. They're too small. They're fast, but they're too small for a team like Denver. They're too small for a team like Minnesota, especially if Cat come back.
But we can't use the term too small now because we seen what the Warriors did. The Warriors ran this shit for 4 years straight.
But I mean, goddamn, bro, when you make it 60 fucking three-pointers, I don't know why three-pointers only one extra point than two.
I get it, but
when the motherfuckers get high and they start shooting that lead, it's just motherfuckers start losing their momentum.
But Eli, it wasn't just the threes though. They had the best defensive efficiency and they were like top 5 in rebounds throughout the entire 4-year span. So it's not like they were just shooting threes.
Going against two, like
everybody. This is like throughout the entire regular season and going into the playoffs. And I think in the playoffs they were the top 3 in defensive efficiency and the top 2 in the defensive rebounding or rebounding in general. And this is a small team, even dating back to Harrison Barnes with his trash ass.
That's garbage, he's so fucking trash.
But like the proof is there in the stats, bro. Like they weren't 73-9 for no reason, bro. Niggas weren't just going out there just shooting threes and going back down court and niggas just missing.
Had a couple. Ooh, they had some.
I ain't gonna hold you. You can't say that because they had a couple games where Steph might have stepped 2 steps over the half court line.
But that's a different. But they still played defense because their margin of victory was like 20 points throughout most of their games. I mean, I'm just stating the facts though, because like if we talk about a Warriors team throughout their 4-year span, I want to say that team averaged like over 120 points, 130 points a game. No, I ain't gonna say 130. 130 is excessive, but I want to say over 120. It may have been like 121, 120, 122 somewhere in there. But to score that many points, that means you have to break down niggas' defense on a rapid pace, bro. You can't just go down court and just pull threes. And you got to remember, they were leading the field goal percentage too.
That shit's discouraging too, though. Like I said, motherfucker, every time we take a run, these niggas come right back. Bro, every time we watch these niggas play, they can probably be down by like 10 points, or 15 points. And motherfuckers, that's not no safe lead. Motherfuckers will come back in like 2 minutes.
Not the Warriors.
That nigga,
that's what I'm talking about, the Warriors.
You talking about that little 4-year span where they was running shit, right? Yeah, I know what you mean. That motherfucker, it takes Steph or Clay. They come down and hit a 3, and that motherfucker's like a true green bean. Bink.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
And then he got hot, and next niggas 10 in a row, and then they're starting a game plan for these two niggas, and then Draymond stepping up.
The craziest shit to ever happen in the NBA was to go from a Lob City era to the Splash Bro era, because that's exactly how it went. It went from Lob City to why the fuck is he shooting from the parking lot?
Yeah.
Like Steph really like came in and was like, nigga, hey, hold on real quick, hold my beer. Like, let me take care of this.
I've seen plenty of interviews or you can see it in the games. Go watch highlights where Steph will shoot some shit. Steve Kerr be like, no, sink. All right, cool. Yeah. Fuck it.
Hey, and the trademark y'all gotta remember is like, we gotta also remember Clay took less than 10 dribbles. 3 quarters of basketball, not even 25, 26 minutes, and scored 60.
I think it was 6.
It was 11 dribbles.
Oh, there it goes. It was 11 dribbles.
It was 11 dribbles, 60 points.
60 points in 3 quarters.
In 3 quarters, bro.
Didn't even play the fourth.
No.
He didn't play the fourth. He ended the game with 60.
That nigga was on pace he could have been on pace to get you at least 75, 80.
Hold on, side note. Did y'all see what's my boy name that do the podcast? Oh, that we talking about Jock.
Oh, podcast 520.
And he was like, he said, but I remember that game. He said we get to the locker room and Buddy look over and say, look at Clay numbers. He had like 28.
Yeah.
So Paul George said, fuck it, I got him. I guard him. Shot.
That nigga Jeff said, I ain't guard him. That wasn't on me.
Hey, so let me ask y'all this: how successful was the Phoenix Suns' season this year?
Honestly, I didn't pay him no mind. I really didn't pay attention.
They definitely fell short. They definitely didn't meet expectations. Because I think when we were talking about this shit, I think we had them somewhere top 4.
I
don't think I had them top 4. I said I didn't think they were gonna do shit.
We can run the clip back. Now I remember saying like I'm interested to seeing what they're gonna do because you putting all these pieces together, but somebody gotta be ball dominant, and I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think I never thought this shit was gonna work, bro. Like
maybe that might have been a conversation. I just remember I know we had questions about who's gonna be a point guard.
I'll say it. I had them top 3.
I ain't have them top 3. I ain't got no faith in them, bro. I think I vividly remember saying like I had as much faith in them winning out west. Yeah, I can honestly say I said out west. I think they're the biggest comparison to the 76ers when it comes to basketball right now. Like they can get a lot and they just want.
To me, they are like a walking shit can.
I mean, but
one game they look like they got it figured out. The next game is looking like what the fuck is going on?
Because they don't. So I think what they tried to do in Phoenix was Kevin Durant came in and he said, I know what it takes to win. I know what it feels like to have the ball evenly distributed. Because you got to remember, KD can fit in any circumstance, regardless.
No, he really could.
And
he's not the problem. He's not the problem in Phoenix.
That's the one thing I will say they found success in, was showing who the issue was when people came back.
Yeah.
And I love Bradley Beal to death, but bro, that was the issue.
Yeah. So
he came back thinking he had to be where he was on the Wizards, and that's not what you had to be.
You talking about Bill?
Quick question. I have a quick question though.
Go ahead.
What do you think? And this is a hypothetical. Do you think it would have worked if they would have kept Chris Paul there?
No.
Like Chris Paul.
No. Chris Paul at the point, Bradley Beal at the 2, Kevin Durant at the 3, and then we figure the other shit out.
Actually, yes.
I don't.
Chris Paul, he'd have ran the offense through him and been able to pick.
So that's the issue. If you watch their games, well, okay, it might have worked because if you watch their games, they're not running like a traditional offense. It's usually like
because
a one-on-one.
They don't have a point guard. They don't have a point guard.
So it might have worked. It might have worked.
So the reason why it would have worked is because one, Chris Paul is even in his age, he's notorious for putting motherfuckers over the top. Even when Chris Paul was there with Michael Bridges and Kevin Durant there, well, not Kevin Durant, but Michael Bridges and Devin Booker. Before they went, Mikal Bridges.
I forgot about D Book. How the fuck did I forget about D Book?
But like the biggest issue
that's who's running guard.
Yeah, because he's been playing point guard. And in actuality, Bill has been playing point guard. He's been averaging like 6 or 7 assists the last couple of games.
I ain't paid too much attention to them too much. But I forgot all about D Book, which I don't know how the fuck I did that. But go ahead.
So the biggest thing that I would say about Chris Paul is Chris Paul knows how to navigate. And I think what would have ended up happening was Bill would have probably been on the bench, coming off the bench as a 6-man. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, Yusuf Nurkic, and maybe I don't fucking know who they can really put at the 4 unless they move KD up to the 4. And
KD should have been at the 4.
Yeah, I mean you can kind of work.
That'd kind of been how like Clippers, the Clippers got, I guess.
Yeah, it's exactly but it's a winning format. It's a winning
So
format.
initially, I thought that's what they were going to do. I thought when Bradley Beal came back,
that's what they should have done. That's what they should have done.
All three stars would have been on the floor at the same time. But initially, what they tried to do was, what they're doing now is Bradley Beal came back and he was the main ball handler. But because he was taking so many shots and moved to D-Book, now it's back to Bradley Beal because he's actually sharing the ball and he's getting it around. But to me, I feel like they need an actual traditional point guard. So yeah, CP3 probably would have worked.
I'm going to tell you.
I don't think that all three of them can be on the same team though, because they all, they're essentially not the same player, but they're all scorers.
Yeah. So this is what
we said. That's what we said about the Clippers, though.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Russ,
but Kawhi don't need the ball.
James,
Clippers are a little different. Clippers are a little different.
Kawhi don't need the ball.
That's an expensive ass paperweight.
But this is what I'll say real quick before I jump into that Clippers thing, right? So, Mikal Bridges was the piece that they needed to be over the top. As soon as they got rid of Mikal Bridges, that whole organization flatlined. Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. He was the key component. Once they got rid of him for Kevin Durant, which I understand, you get rid of him for Kevin Durant because you get something bigger. What y'all should have done was built a different package around someone else to potentially get Kevin Durant or give them more draft picks, because they actually had more draft picks to give that could have acquired Kevin Durant and make the money look good. So, and then you probably could have thrown some assets, like some players that you don't really use, like at the end of your bench, just to kind of compensate for that extra side of that luxury tax that you probably gonna have to swallow. But now, in comparison to what the Clippers have, the one thing I can say is that the Clippers have a better overall team than what Phoenix has. Just because the player skill sets are better, like, for instance, if you compare Paul George to Devin Booker right now in today's game, Devin Booker would literally have the upper hand on Paul George. If you compare the Kawhi Leonard to Kevin Durant, they'll pretty much cancel each other out because they're both on the same level defensively. They're both moderate scores from 3, but they're really good scores from the 2-point range and mid-range area. And then you
go back real quick. Go back real quick. Why D-Book got the upper hand on Paul George?
Paul George isn't the same player. And this is coming from me. I'm a Paul George fan. I'm a real crazy Paul George fan. Paul George isn't doing things that he was doing in Indiana. The Paul George that does things in Indiana would have had an upper hand on Devin Booker all day long
Also
because ain't
older.
nobody fucking with him. That's what I'm saying. So
Also
he's also like 34, 35.
That's where I was going with it because of age difference. I feel like
But
D Book a little
that plays a part into it.
Outside of that, if they're both in their prime, you got to kind of tip the scale of PG.
I'm giving it to Paul George.
But that's why I said right now.
I think Paul George is one of the top skilled players in the league.
Just because you're top skilled doesn't make you more effective or efficient
than
than the next player. But like that's what I'm saying though. So like now you got to think about the interchangeable pieces, like who's your 1 and 2. So now you got James Harden and Russell Westbrook on this side, and you got Devin Booker and Bradley Beal on this side. In all honesty, if you compare 2 and 2, who do you think is going to be better playmaking and facility players or facilitating players?
Yeah.
Right. So why would I take a team with 2 shooting guards playing point guard over a team that has 2 point guards that are capable of playing point guard and shooting guard and it be interchangeable? And it's not to say Devin Booker and Bradley Beal can't do it, but their primary focus was to be scorers, was to be two-way scorers. James Harden was once upon a time a great scorer. Now he's trying to play defense. He's trying to play decent defense and facilitate and score when needed. Russell Westbrook is playing damn near elite defense in his new role, being a 6-man off the bench. And Bradley Beal isn't. He's not a comparable favorite to go against Russell Westbrook.
Russell punched somebody's shit off the backboard the other night.
That's what I'm saying. Russell Westbrook just needed an organization where he can actually fulfill his game. But for someone like Bradley Beal went from a bad situation to a pretty much a similar situation in Phoenix. Even though the team is a little bit better than what Washington is, how much better did he really get leaving from Washington to go to Phoenix? He would have had a better chance at going from Washington to LA playing with LeBron. He would have been less injury prone because he wouldn't have had all that durability put on it or all that weight put on his body and lowering his durability. He could have had more freedom to kind of free roam and do what he wanted to do. If he wanted to stand in the corner every now and again, let LeBron do his thing, he could do that, let AD do his thing. But he's in Phoenix. So his game and his production is going to be the same. So now that steers back to why are we comparing these two teams? Because these niggas ain't the same. The Clippers, if I had to put them up against some motherfuckers right now, I got the Clippers beating them at least 4-2.
Well, I got them beating them 4-2 just solely off of I don't think D-Book and Bradley Beal like great scores, but I think once you put that pressure as far as like a double team on them, they're not the same players no more.
Right. Yep.
Kevin Durant can score regardless of what's going on. But now when you make them one dimensional, now everything
just cancels out. All right, so
and the Clippers are gonna run. I don't know if y'all been watching them, but they running the floor like they young.
Yeah, always. Because they built themselves off that fabric. They're defensive players. That's a team full of defensive players with the exception of like 3 players.
Yeah, their motto is defense creates offense.
Yeah. And it's been showing because now they're sitting at 50-28. Yeah,
they got depth. They're interchangeable. A lot of people are interchangeable.
They the number 4 seed out west, and there's only 5 teams in the entire NBA that's had north of 50 wins, and they're one of them. So that's a testament to that performance. Now the next 2 teams that we could talk about real quick before we get ready to head off this pod. I want to talk about the Mavericks briefly because they've been doing some crazy shit lately. Luka is Luka. Kyrie is Kyrie.
I don't think it's gonna translate to the playoffs.
You're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy.
I think they because this their second year together, right?
Yeah.
I think they first year was
for like 6 years.
Their first year was like, all right, try. This year they like, okay, they realized how to play off of each other, and it's working. It's working. When I seen that highlight of Luka push the floor and throw an alley-oop and Kyrie go punch some shit, I was like,
one hand, bro.
One hand and made it look nasty. I was like,
hey, Dan did it again in this game.
And then when I went back and started looking at their stats, it was like, Luka averaging a triple-double with scoring like 28 points. You know what I'm saying? And Kyrie coming right on this. Like, we're not talking about Kyrie because
25.
You know what the issue is? When my point guard can go rebound the ball and push the floor, or he can kick it to another motherfucker that can
get busy,
push the floor. So I'm not saying they're a bad team. I don't think it's going to translate.
So let me tell you this, Mike. They said
because
the
there's
same.
a thing called a big man.
Man, that shit don't mean nothing. Man, I seen Dirk Nowitzki take a team with JJ Barrett, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, Old
Okay,
Age,
he beat Bron,
Sean Marion. Like nigga, you can't say shit, can't translate. And honestly speaking, like this looks almost similar to that same Mavs team that won in 2011, bro. And these niggas they had grit. It's not even about the skill level. Like we know these niggas got skill. This shit is grit now. And you seen what Luka took him without Kyrie. With Kyrie, that nigga has championship pedigree. He's a former champion. He's a deep run playoff performer. He doesn't let up. He can give you the same performance day in and day out and never he will never choke. He hit the shot of all shots in the fucking Steph Curry's face to come back down from 3-1 against the fucking Warriors. Like we got to talk about who this is. Luka is a proven basketball player. He's been playing professional basketball since 16 years old. Bro, if you tell me, if you
left hand floater from the 3 over,
bro,
over.
If you telling me their game is not going to translate into the playoff setting, you gonna watch a lot of these teams get their ass folded up by this team. I'm telling you, it don't matter how good.
First?
What?
Hmm?
What?
Dallas can make some noise. They can make some noise.
If they play right now, in the first round, they be playing the Clippers, and they can beat the Clippers.
What?
Easily. Easily. There's nobody stopping Kyrie or Luka on the Clippers. Nobody.
I put money on that one for you.
I would too. Because who the fuck you got stopping him? You gonna pull Kawhi off the 4?
I put money on that one.
And let Gafford and Lively go off? Man, you crazy as hell. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. coming off the bench, giving you trip, man, you crazy as hell. PJ Tucker playing ball the way he doing, man, you crazy as fuck. You take Kawhi PJ Tucker if you want to. That nigga gonna light your ass up.
What you doing?
What's really crazy? I'm looking at the Mavs shit right now. They leading stats. This nigga Luka's leading in points with 33.9, leading in rebounds 9.2, leading in assists 9.8, leading in steals 1.5, and then you got Lively who's the leading in blocks with 1.4.
I'm telling you, bro, that team is constructed well. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That team is built to beat anybody in the fucking league. And it can be the same way with Dirk. If I put Dirk's team in this goddamn league right now, where they sit in the playoffs, I promise you, it will be a fucking championship contender. So I guess the last two teams right now we can talk about the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. I know the Thunder up there. In all honesty, I'm just throwing it out there. If y'all want to talk about them, y'all can talk about them. But the Thunder right now are a really good team, but they're the same Thunder team that I seen go to the finals against the LeBron's Heat back in 2013. And honestly speaking, I think they're capable of making it to the finals, but I don't think they're going to win the finals. Even if they do make it, they're too young. They don't have the experience. Even though they got the grit and the passion behind them, a lot of that shit comes with IQ and experience down the line. And you ain't beating a LeBron or a Jokic or Karl Anthony Towns or Luka Doncic in the playoffs, and you Shea Gilgeous out of the gun. That's not to say nothing about him. Yeah, you definitely not beating Boston because Boston, boy, they putting belt to ass.
Belt to ass is an understatement. That bitch Louis.
Because niggas only be talking about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, nigga. They forgot Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis on that motherfucker. Derek White on that motherfucker.
They forgot Derek White on that motherfucker.
Man, nigga, but
he is locking shit up.
No, Drew Holiday is locking shit up. Derek White is like the Robin to that nigga's Batman when it comes to defense. But Drew, that nigga Drew, him and his little brother, them niggas play defense for a living. They don't give a fuck about.
You come across half court and you see Drew Holiday and Derek White, you might as well go ahead and get a rock up before you get double team.
If I was to go on 2K right now and I was to play against a nigga like Steph, I would literally go into the coaching settings and turn and go to that player, go to I click on the player that I'm trying to guard, and I put extended pressure on that motherfucker the whole game. I promise you he won't score shit. Steph won't score a goddamn thing against Drew if I do that shit. But that's just a testament to his defense. I think he should have won that shit over Marcus Smart. But hey, let me shut the fuck up. It's not my pay grade. But what y'all think about these top three teams? So we got the Timberwolves, Nuggets, and the Thunder.
Timberwolves, Nuggets, Thunder.
Like I said originally, it's Denver to lose. The Nuggets and then the Thunder and Minnesota. Those two, they got all the talent in the world. Like I said, Minnesota's the only one out of these young teams that I'm like, I don't know, because like I said, with them two towers down there with Gobert and Cat, and then of course the Ant-Man, it's just like, bruh, that's a lot. You feel me? So
that's what I'm about to say. The
again,
Ant-Man,
Denver.
he a different type of young. He got a hunger in him that's just different. Like
OKC, they're
Atlanta
here.
shit, bro. That's that West Atlanta shit.
Huh?
Real shit. Like he hoop like he from Atlanta for real. That's how niggas hoop in Atlanta.
He be trying to kill shit. I think that
OKC, they're here. It's that.
Give OKC
they still wet behind the ears.
Yeah. So this what I'm.
Hopefully they can stay together. Hopefully you can keep them together.
This gonna sound really fucked up, but
it'd be a dumbass GM to fucking trade one of them away.
Yeah, that always happens with OKC. They got a history of that shit. But what I'm gonna say about OKC is, right now they're at 53. At the end of the season, they'll probably have 55 wins. We'll just leave it at 55, just be on the safe side. Them having a 55 win season this year, next year they're gonna have like a 48, 47 wins. It's going to go down because they're young.
Probably.
They're young, bro. It's gonna go down. So it is what it is. But they're gonna have a very shortcoming. It's not gonna be shortcoming, but they're gonna be more matured and multifaceted when it comes to basketball. And then that's when they'll start making deep runs. So like this year, I got them going at least to the second round. Next year, second, third round. Year after that, I got them championship contenders.
But you also got to pay these young niggas though, and it's something about when these niggas get the bag, they hunger just a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
but the one thing that OKC has really done well is they always hold that bag until it's the right time. They're not gonna pay them too early.
But that's what I'm saying. You're talking about another 2 or 3 years. You gotta realize some of these niggas is coming off their rookie contract. They're gonna be ready for that. They're gonna be getting that bag.
Yeah.
First off, unless any of them rookies
and ain't nothing in Oklahoma for me to stay for. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, what the fuck I'm
come out and put up the numbers that SGA putting up, nigga, you might as well kill your bag anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like, honestly, I don't think that team is gonna break up unless the upper management breaks that team up. I don't think any of those guys are gonna leave. Like, I think those guys are pretty much made an NBA version of an AAU team, and that's probably the closest thing you can get to like the prime of basketball, like a legitimate AAU team for the NBA, and that's what they are. And it's not a shot against them because AAU teams can still be very professional and very intricate about their craft and everything. But with a team like that, you got speed. You got size, you got youth, you got talent, you got skill, you got defense, you got moxie, you got swagger, you got savvy. Like, them niggas they're capable of doing some damage, and I can see them doing the same shit the Celtics did over the last couple of years, where they keep bringing in veterans, like a different veteran every year to groom and give them some extra push. And then eventually they're going to find an extra key component that they need, like a very experienced player that's going to put them over the top like they did with Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
So that's just my take on it.
I told y'all at the beginning that was a hell of a pickup. To me, that was a hell of a pickup.
Man, that was the best pickup all offseason, bro.
Yep.
Outside of Drew Holiday.
That was the one that was one of the ones you can be like that. You didn't even have to question if it was going to work. Like, there was no question that Kristaps was going to be able to fit in that fucking set. The only thing you have to question is just make sure that nigga not going to be hurt. Make sure he don't get hurt.
But that's the thing.
I remember that's what I said is his health was not an issue. He'd be.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, the thing that came with health is not having a workload put so heavy. Everybody ain't LeBron, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't LeBron. Kristaps in New York, he had the weight of fucking 1,000 suns on his back, bro. And it's not a game for him. But now he's in Boston where all the shit is even distributed. And them niggas don't give a fuck who can get 30 that night. Jason Tatum can give you 30. Jaylen Brown can give you 30. Kristaps can give you 28. Drew Holiday can give your ass 20. They had a game one day this year where everybody in the fucking starting lineup had 20 points. And I'm like, bro, if them niggas all scored 20, bro, what the fuck are you supposed to do? like straight up, bro. There's nothing you can do.
I think that was the game against the Warriors.
I think it was too, yeah, because that was a payback game from when they got their ass beat. And they were going, boy, they went stupid.
They beat them by like damn 60 or some shit.
Yeah, boy, they went stupid. But, hopefully no bad karma come around their way.
We'll see, though. Because Kristaps, he did only play 56 games this year.
And shit, I don't give a fuck. Anthony Davis played 74 this year. I'm hoping they do something better than what they did. But hey, so we getting to the end of the podcast. We don't got a little
Hold
bit
on. Before we close out, I want to give a congratulations to Don Staley in South Carolina for winning the national championship.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Damn, I wish that was the headline instead of this white bitch losing. Wait, for real, bro. That's all we keep saying. Even on, bro, that's all they. Caitlin Clark couldn't get. Bro, I'm so tired of that. I mean, I ain't gonna say she overrated. She kind of like that, but bro, you ain't getting no championships. But hey, shout out to Don Staley, like you said. We'll keep a story about them.
Shout out to Don Staley.
All right, y'all.
They said she got a documentary coming out, and low key she should go down. I was listening to her her resume. Bro, low key she should go down as low key one of the GOATs in this coaching shit because motherfucker got a championship. Well, she got a championship in the NCAA, she got a championship in the WNBA, and then 3 championships with as a coach. Like, jeez.
And she was on Martin.
And she assistant.
Yep. Man, hey.
She was on Martin.
I think one thing I want to say is like this is
what?
She was on Martin.
And she was on Martin.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part though.
She buzzed Martin,
which is now streaming on Netflix.
Hey nigga, no free promo, nigga. Fuck them folks. Ain't paying. Niggas ain't paying shit. Them niggas don't even want to pay the niggas they hire to do their Netflix originals and shit. Them digress. I do want to say, bro, this has been a really good experience. Just so the audience know, me and the fellas decided to take a short break, or we're gonna say indefinite break. Indefinite, so it's not permanent, but we don't know when we're coming back right now. But just wanted to put another episode out there, but just to kind of let y'all know we appreciate y'all support and all that good shit, and we'll be back at a later time, man. It was important for us to at least tell y'all that before we just up and disappear on y'all. Y'all got, man.
It's been a wild journey, a great one. The journey is not over. Like he said, we just putting a little pause in it for a minute. People got things that we all got to do. You know, get some shit handled, shit together. We, of course, us fellas, we gonna stay in contact. So whenever we find the right time to sit back down and be like, we lock back in, y'all be the first ones to know. Thank y'all for all y'all support, all y'all love, man. This shit's been wild.
Sure.
I'll say when we drop that opening episode, when we return, it's gonna be some heat, like just like how we did right now when we closed it up. Again, this is not the end of end of a book. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. I said, man, the fellas and I, we got some shit, some personal shit we got going on, and that's not nothing for the bad, but we just got some growth shit that we got to take care of. So, like I said, we recalibrate, we come back, man. We gonna have nothing but heat for y'all.
Thanks.
This will be the first time I ain't gonna say fuck y'all, because you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a little minute, but you know, like everybody said, it's gonna be a little pause, but it's not gonna be nothing drastic, nothing bad. Everybody just got their own things they need to take care of so we can grow and become better.
Thanks. And the funny thing is, bro, we telling the truth, bro. Everybody got their own individual shit they got to deal with. So we hope y'all can respect our decision. Again, we're not doing this shit permanently. We're gonna come back at some point in time, whether we come back slowly but surely, where you know, got the first 2 here for a couple weeks and another one come, but we all come back together at the same time. We're gonna be back. But with that being said, man, thank y'all for all the support over the last 2.5 years. Make sure y'all keep up with our pages. None of our pages don't get deleted. But yeah, 2.5 years, bro. It's been a minute.
And feel free to go ahead and because I know I believe the Instagram is still signed onto my phone, and the Facebook is still signed onto my phone. So if y'all reach out, somebody gonna get back to you.
Yeah, I'm always signed in. Yeah, so we gonna I'm gonna definitely be always logged in. So even if y'all reach out, I can hit the boys in the group chat, be like, hey yo, y'all seen this message? We can just go from there. So still like, share, and comment on our videos. Share our shit. If y'all see a clip on y'all fuck with, still share it, man. Help us get as much of a fan base y'all can up until we come back. That when we come back, man, we got a whole bunch of motherfuckers waiting on us to be like, man, talk your shit, Mike. Talk your shit, Jock. Talk your shit, Eli. And we just go from them like that, man. But again, man, right now, it's a we love you thing. It's a we appreciate you thing. It's a forever thing. And from the boys, or at least from myself, and I'll let the boys say what they gotta say. Love y'all. I thank y'all so much for the opportunity to really entertain y'all. And until next time, fellas.
You about to start crying?
All love.
Man, all love.
Man, we at.